Well, Ben, what a win. Congratulations. That must be particularly satisfying after last week.
Oh, definitely. We were really hurting after last week, and the nature of this division, you come up to another big side, really strong side at the top of the division in their conditions, and you have that challenge staring you down. So, yeah, really proud of how the team responded. It's not easy when you get beaten like we did last week to pick yourselves up, and we did that brilliantly.
What was good about your team in this game?
Well, I think the character, obviously coming off last week, and I think to get 300 in the first innings was a really good score. We weren't sure at the time whether we were short or above par. So as the game's turned out, I think we were above par. I have to say, I thought the wicket was absolutely brilliant. Credit to the groundsman here. The pace and carry for the whole game was fantastic. And so to get 300 in that first innings against a good bowling attack, I thought really set the game up for us really well. And then again, Abbo with the ball, you just can't keep him out of the game at the moment. It's just incredible. So, yeah, another top performance from him, and then obviously Fuller today. There were really good performances throughout. I thought Fletcher Middleton played brilliantly again in context of the game to get a second innings 70 odd there. It was a great effort. Toby Albert chipping in as well. So their performances all the way through the team to be really proud of.
Yeah, that 100-run lead you had at the end of the first innings was quite important, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. As I say, they're a really good side. So we knew they'd come back at us, and they did. They picked up, more wickets than we would have liked in that second innings. But yeah, credit to them. They bowled really well. And again, that pace and carry was still in the wicket. There was just enough going on the whole game for the bowlers. So yeah, it was never going to be easy to beat them. But we felt relatively confident today with a 300 or so run chase.
Yeah, you say about the wicket, there was a bit in it, but at times it sort of seemed to go a bit docile as well. Maybe this afternoon as well.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. But I just thought all through the game, you felt if you hit the wicket hard, it would just carry, and those nicks carried through to the keepers in both innings. And it just felt like, the best bowlers in the game managed to get something out the pitch all the time. And as you say, there were periods where you could definitely bat on it. It wasn't, it wasn't a snake pit at all. That's why I say credit to the groundsman. I thought it was a brilliant 4-day pitch, and it produced a brilliant game.
Next week against your old side, renewed confidence, I guess, going into that.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, we've played pretty good cricket over the 6 matches. We've had one shocker. That's the reality, and that can happen. As I say, that every game in this division's hard. So the other games have been really competitive. We've been in them, and as you say, going in on to the back of the last game in this block with a win is great for us, and obviously being a home match as well, it's something to look forward to.
This table is very even, isn't it, throughout, really, and just to make sure you get these odd wins just keeps you out of that sort of danger area. Yeah,
it's this time of the year. You're 2 wins away from the top of the league, and 2 bad results away from the bottom. That's how Division 1's been for the last few years. So I personally don't tend to look too deeply at the table at this moment in time. I think you can get a bit lost in that. I just try to talk to the boys about staying in each game. Each game is tough. Every game you play is a good team. So yeah, the table's at the back of the mind. We don't look, and then see where we are after a 7-game block.
Being captain, do you take defeats a little harder, and now wins just that bit better?
Yeah, I suppose so. You try to ride the emotion. It's always a little bit more, but luckily I've had experience now, and I've got a lot of perspective in my life off the field as well. So yeah, try to keep calm out there and keep the guys enjoying their cricket, because there's always a little bit of pressure in that 4th innings. We were a bit down at lunch, but Pot Welsh gave us a great speech, really got us up and about, and Foz came back and bowled superbly well.
Just finally, it must have been tempting to make wholesale changes after last week. You resisted it. You've been vindicated on that, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. You want to back the players, and then I think the players that will come into the side will know when their opportunity comes, they'll get backed as well. And AD's a level-headed guy. He's obviously a top coach. He's been around for many years, so his experience is really helpful of that. Want to back these guys in, and the boys stood up.
Well done, Macy.
Cheers,
very well done.
Cheers.
Top
Cheers. Thanks.